morning. Today is Thursday, March 22nd. I can't figure out why it's always like that in the background. See, if I go over here, you can see. Let me walk out and come back. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, it's cold again, but you know, it's spring. What do you expect? It's 23 degrees. It's really windy. Not windy, but breezy. But it's from the north, so I'll try to zigzag my way around so it won't be so bad. I have lots of things to do today. I'm going to get a hook for the tree for my bird house at Lowe's, and then I have to go to UPS to drop my DirecTV equipment off, and then I have to go to the bank because we had booked a trip this summer, and Danny's not going to be able to go for it, and I did it all on my debit card, and so they credited my debit card back, so I have to go get the money out to pay him back because it's really his money, not my money. And then what else do I have to do? Oh, we're going for our couples dinner tonight. I've already tracked what I'm going to have. I'm going to have a 6-ounce filet mignon, which I think is, I got to recheck, but I think it's 4 points. And then I am going to have a loaded baked potato for 13 points. So that brings it to 17 points. I'm going to have a slice of bread without the butter on it, so that's 4 points, so that's 21. And then I'll have iced tea and a glass of water. And I'll have the good times with my friends, and so it'll be so worth it. The filet mignon is kind of expensive. It's like $22.50, whereas the chicken's only $14.50. But I had chicken the other day, and I like a good steak out. And I mean, it's a lot of money, but there's not any fat or bone or anything like that. And it's a good piece of meat, so that's what I'm going to have. I've already planned it. And for breakfast, I think I'm going to have a bowl of oatmeal with a banana and my egg and my grapefruit. I might have a couple strawberries and a cup of tea, and move on from there. Tomorrow's Friday, so it'll be easy for me because I don't eat meat on Fridays, and so I'll have a tuna sandwich tomorrow. But I don't really plan that far ahead, but I'm thinking about it because I want to have a loss on Saturday. I want to continue my streak of having a loss, even if it's a small loss. I just want to do it. So I talked with Denise a little bit this morning. And then Barb called me while I was talking to Denise, and then I tried to call Barb back, and then she didn't answer. And then she called me, but I couldn't get to the phone. And so then I tried to call her back, and then she didn't answer again. So I'll try to call her again when I get back from my walk. But other than that, let's get a crack-a-lackin'. So I'll see you guys when I get back. If you might walk, I walk the 2 miles. It usually takes me about 45 to 48 minutes, depending on my pace, which is way better than I've been in the past, which is not going to set any records, but I'm not out here to set a record. I'm just out here to have a good time. So, talk to you guys in a bit. Well, another refreshing walk. I did walk 2.21 miles today, and you know, I just changed my route up each day just a little bit. It was way nicer than I thought. It was a little breezy, but not as cold as I thought. So I'm going to go in the house now, drink my water, put my quote up, take my shower, and then get on with my day. So stay with me. I'll try to talk a little bit more today than I did yesterday. Yesterday just wasn't chatty. I wasn't really chit-chatting with the pilot at all. But I'll think of something to talk about today. I'll take you with me on the drive. So prepare yourself. Go to the bathroom. Eat your meals, be all set, because I will not be stopping. You need to take care of these things before we leave the house. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, we're going to see if Lynn Evans' mount works better than the one I have. I don't know, because it's heavy enough, but my dash is kind of slopey. So we'll see. First stop. Oh, did you fasten your seatbelts? No one gets in my car. Well, I should clarify that. If you get in my car and you don't want to wear a seatbelt, I don't make you wear a seatbelt. But if I get pulled over and there's a ticket, you're going to pay the ticket because I'm not paying your ticket. Well, I lost you there for a minute because I got a phone call. And I'm losing you again. There we go. seems to be shaking. I think it's just my car. Well, it's not so much my car, it's the roads in Michigan. They're not the bestest of roads, I'm telling you. I'm trying to fix you, but I'm not having much luck. They're having a problem with Barb. She's supposed to, she's a larger woman, so she needs a bigger commode, but they didn't send her the right size commode, so now she's trying to figure out, because she's supposed to go home at 3 o'clock, and it's all a whole rigmarole about trying to get her the right commode, because obviously she needs that when she gets home. So I told her to see if she could just bring the one home that she's been using, and then they can have the new one. You know, what difference does it really make? But I don't know. She's gonna figure it out. So anyway, our first stop is to drop off the DirecTV equipment, because I'm not going to get charged for that. That's just too much money to come up with out of my pocket. And then I did get an email from them that they're going to send me a final bill for breaking the contract, but then the Uverse lady, which I have her name and her phone number, I was smart enough to take that down, told me I wouldn't have to pay any fees. So we'll see if I do get a bill. Maybe it was just, you know, like a communication, cross a communication. And we'll see when that happens. And then after I go to DirecTV, and then I'm going to go to Lowe's to get the hanger thing from my birdhouse. And then I'm going to go to Kroger, because my bank is in there, where they credited the money back. And I'm going to buy. I'm addicted. I know. My name is Sandy. I'm addicted to blackberries and raspberries. But see, now they're coming into season, so they're so much better. And I like them when they're really ripe like that. So not like they were yesterday. They were so ripe. It just looked like they were ready to. Like today, they would have had the fuzzies on them. That's how ripe they were yesterday. And I don't like the rearranging the store. I like when things are like where I know where they are, because I have a system to my madness, and when I'm shopping I know exactly where I want to go and what I want to get. And oh, there's an Arthur Murray Studio car ahead of me. There's a tiny dancer inside of this big body. Although I don't know I don't dance really well, but you know what, when I go to a wedding, that never stops me. I'm out on that floor, I'm dancing. You can't stop me. So don't try, because you can't. Well, anyway, we're going to get on the expressway now, and that means goodbye. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, first task done, but it wouldn't scan, so he had to hand write it. But and he said, keep your receipt forever and ever and ever and ever. And I do plan on doing that, because I don't trust them. I know that's terrible to say, but I just don't trust them. So I'll be putting that in my file cabinet and seeing how that works. So now we're on to Lowe's, and it's just so nice out. You can really see that spring is coming pretty soon. The sky is really blue, and I was looking at my journal from last year, and from last year to this year, there was such a remarkable difference in my weight, and I keep looking at it and I don't believe it. I really don't. I'm thinking I'm looking at someone else's tracker. It's not my tracker. I've been on diets before, and I know you're not supposed to call this a diet. You're supposed to call it a health style. But I've been on different ways of changing my eating habits in the past, and other than when I was younger, at one point in my life, just before my 40th birthday, I went on a really bad crash diet, and I lost almost 75 pounds. And then went back to my old way of eating. And not only put on the 75 pounds, put on an extra 30 pounds. Because I almost was to 200. I think it was 205. So I put on another 24 pounds. So not only did I gain back the 75 pounds, I thought, no, that wasn't good enough. I got to add another 25 pounds onto that. And I have no plans of doing that ever again in my life. It's just, you know, I don't know. I knew what I was going to talk about. I just thought of it now. Brain fart. It just came into my mind. It has to do with going out to eat tonight. I remember that when I was growing up, well, not so much when I was growing up, but when my kids were growing up, just going to McDonald's, you know, sometimes was a lot of money. You know, it's just, it was a lot of money just to go to McDonald's. And so it was like, we always did it like at Christmas. We always went for our Christmas tree because we always had a real tree. And what we would do is we would go to the first lot, find the perfect tree, then we'd go to 5 or 6 more lots and then go back to the first lot and buy the tree that we saw in the first place. And I don't know why you guys keep falling. You guys are just giving me a hard time today. But anyway, I know I was going somewhere with this. Oh, I know. And then we'd end up at McDonald's, and we'd go to McDonald's for dinner. And after we had, so anyway, when we went to Outback the other day, even though there was hardly anybody in there, there was one family, and I'm just thinking, when Jim and I go out to eat, and we don't eat a lot, I mean, we don't go elaborate on what we pick and that, but our bill with the tip and everything, this is not working. I'm sorry, I got to figure out what I'm doing. I'm doing something wrong, I know. Let's see. Oh, I didn't have it back far enough. My mistake. But anyway, our bill is like $35–40 by the time, you know, get our drinks and leave our tip and have what we want to have to eat. And then you see all these families there, and I'm thinking, how is that possible? And then another thing that I don't understand is people don't hire babysitters anymore. They bring their kids everywhere they go. I love my kids, I really do, but I love being away from them too. I love my time alone without them. And I don't understand. I think sometimes it'd be cheaper just to have a babysitter than to take them out to eat with you. That's just my way of thinking. But things were so much different in my day. I mean, and you know, I always thought, you know, I'm never going to say that. My grandmother used to say that, my mom used to say that. You know, in my day we didn't do this, and in my day we didn't do that. And I thought, oh, you old fogey. I'm never going to say that. And what was I just saying today? That's exactly what I was saying. So, all right, let's go. Let's go get our stuff at Lowe's here. Okay, they had my berries. I felt like a drug addict in the store, I'm telling you, getting my fix. So I got my berries. So, and my oatmeal I made a little bit too thin. I think it's kind of a little thin. But, you know, I'll eat it. So anyway, I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. My quote is, the only person who needs to believe in you is you. So believe in yourselves. 24 smart points, 0 for the berries, the banana, the grapefruit, the tea, and the water, and the egg. 4 points for my half a cup of dried oatmeal. And 1 point for my quarter cup of 2% milk, so it's a 5-point meal. I also tracked my dinner. I'm going to have a 6-ounce filet mignon for 4 points. 13 points, I know it's a lot, but I'm going to enjoy every bite of it. My baked potato with all the toppings. 3 points for a quarter of the loaf with the butter on it. The whole loaf is 11 points. And 0 for the tea and the water. So it's 20 points, so I went 1 point over, but I had 2 left over from yesterday, so I'm doing good. So let's go eat, because I'm hungry. Well, I have to tell you, that was 100% better. I had such a great time. The food was delicious. It was hot when we got it, and we had so much fun. We were there for, 2.5 hours. It was a good time. We had a really good time. So I'll see you guys in the morning.